Today guys, we're going to go over a couple of great sandwiches. We'll do a Croque Madame and a Croque Monsieur. We've got some beautiful breads here. We've got a sourdough loaf and we've got some Asiago cheese bread. I've got some ham, some Swiss, we've got an egg, we've got some grated Gouda. We've got the stuff we need to make our bechamel sauce. We've got about a cup and a half of milk. We've got a couple tablespoons of flour and some butter, a little bit of salt, and we'll add some nutmeg in there as well. I'm excited to show you guys these sandwiches. They are some of my favorite. All right guys, so the most difficult part of this process is making the bechamel sauce. I got a couple of pans here and we've got some milk and some butter. I want to warm the milk. We want to warm the milk because that is, if you wait for the milk to warm in your pan, you're probably gonna burn it. Got our butter here and we just wanna melt it. You don't wanna get any color on it. When you're making a roux, you usually wanna use equal parts fat and flour. So we'll add in some of this first and we'll stir it until it's smooth. We just don't want it to be like soupy, so a little bit thicker. All right, so now we can start adding in our warm milk. And we'll add it in a little bit at a time. And every time we add milk, we're gonna stir it because we don't want any lumps in this sauce. The thing about a roux, using a roux, a thickener, is it won't thicken whatever you're trying to thicken until it boils. So if you can see now that it's boiling, I'm getting some nice streaks in there. Same process, stir, 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 so it's silky smooth. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt and I'll add some nutmeg. We can see the bubbles starting to form. That tells me that the milk is getting nice and hot. And then we'll turn down the heat and let that simmer for just a couple of minutes. We don't want it to get any darker.
Bechamel is one of the mother sauces. It's a white sauce. It's used as the base for your macaroni and cheese sauce. So into this bechamel, you can add some shredded cheddar or something like that. Pour it over some pasta and then you've got a delicious mac and cheese. It's also great for in between layers of a lasagna. Like a veggie lasagna is really good with the bechamel sauce in between the layers of pasta and cheese.
We'll give that a stir and we'll lower the heat one more time. Okay, let's begin to work on our sandwich. We'll take 2 pieces of bread. Now what I like to do with these is I like to cut the crust off. Now the reason I'll cut the crust off is so that the bread here will get a nice contact with the pan, and you can save these pieces of bread and make some croutons with them. Okay, let's check our bechamel. It has come together really nicely. Okay, for our sandwich, we've got our 2 slices of bread. We want to take a little bit of mustard. You can use a whole grain or a Dijon and spread it very thinly, ever so thinly. Okay, you don't want a lot of sauce on there. We just want to take that and spread a very thin layer and we'll go edge to edge. Now you want to take your cheese. You want to go cheese and ham. I think if I fold it like that and then again like this, we'll have nice coverage. We'll take a second piece of cheese and then our bread. So that's what your sandwich is going to look like at this point. We'll warm our pan. We're doing a medium kind of heat here. We want to take butter. We'll take our butter and then our bread, and we'll use that bread to kind of soak up that butter because that's what's going to create that crust. Okay, now we're going to put a lid on this. We're going to put a lid on our pan. We've got it set to like a medium-low type of temperature, and we're going to let it cook for 4 minutes per side. Okay guys, let's check this sandwich. We're going to see if it's golden brown. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. All right, so in the same pan, we're gonna add some more butter. Add some more butter. We'll set that sandwich down, and it's okay. Press it down. You want good contact. Let that bread soak that butter up. That's what's gonna give you that golden brown. We'll put the lid on there. Another 4 minutes. Also, right now, guys, while this sandwich is toasting, I've got the oven set to 425 and we're gonna take some of that shredded cheese. We're gonna take our sandwich, bechamel, shredded cheese, and then we're going to melt the cheese in the oven. All right guys, let's take a look at that sandwich. We'll see if the bottom side is nice and toasty like the top side. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna place that on a baking sheet. We've got our bechamel.
When a sauce is thick enough to coat the back of a spoon and you can run your finger through it, that texture is called nappe.
We'll take some of that sauce, layer it on the sandwich. Take it to the edge. We'll take our Gouda cheese. That's a pretty big, thick layer there, guys. Now we're gonna take this into the oven and we'll see you back in a minute. Oh, look at that, guys. So right out of the oven, we've got our sandwich. We're gonna top that sandwich with an egg. We've got a pan here. This is on pretty low heat. We'll take our egg, crack it. Now we'll season our egg with that Chef's Backyard flavor formula seasoning. Great on everything. We'll take that sandwich up a notch and we're going to go ahead and broil that cheese. See how the fire, the flame gives it that nice golden toasty color? Oh man, that's beautiful. So that's what, in a restaurant, you have something called a salamander or a broiler. That's what broiling your cheese does. And that brown equals flavor, guys. Oh, that's beautiful. With your egg, cook it done to your liking. All right, guys, looks like we're ready to plate this sandwich up. Got my spatula. We'll take our sandwich, put it on the plate. Now we'll take our egg, slide that on the sandwich, and there you have it, guys. Okay, guys, another way that you can do this without having to start your oven is you can use that lid on your pan. We'll go ahead and top this with that bechamel sauce. Take it to the edge, right? Take it to the edge. And then we'll take our cheese, and since you're putting a lid on this guy, you can go ahead and put that lid on there and let that cheese, let the steam from your sandwich kind of melt that. Oh, look at that. You can see that cheese starting to melt. It looks good. So now while that cheese is melting, we can go ahead and take it to that next step and use our torch to broil it. Remove the lid to broil that cheese. It's toasted. Oh yeah, it sure is. There you have it, guys. There is our beautiful sandwich. Take a look at that, guys. You got 2 layers of cheese inside, 2 layers of ham, beautiful broiled cheese on top. Top it with an egg. Oh man. And here we have it, guys, the Croque Madame. So the Croque Madame is the Croque Monsieur with an egg on top of it. Here we've taken our egg, we seasoned it with some of our Chef's Backyard flavor formula seasoning, and we fried it in a pan, put it on top of the sandwich for the ultimate hot ham and cheese sandwich. It just doesn't get any better than this. Okay guys, let's cut into this sandwich. Here's that shot, right? See that egg? You can hear the bread is still crunchy. Oh man, doesn't that look lovely? So let's take a bite. Let's see how good this sandwich is. You've got that golden crust, 2 layers of cheese, 2 layers of ham, more cheese broiled on top. You've got an egg that we fried. This sandwich is extremely decadent and well worth the try. I hope you get a chance to try it. I hope you can make it for your friends, your family, your loved ones. Thanks for stopping by to visit me here at the Chef's Backyard, and we'll see you real soon. Oh, I love this sandwich. It is so good. Delicioso. So good.